Gilgamesh, the all-knowing king of Uruk, 2 parts god, 1 part man, created by the gods to be perfect. Gilgamesh was given the perfect body by the god Shamash and courage from the god Adad. Gilgamesh built the great ramparts of Uruk and the temple of the gods Anu and Ishtar. Gilgamesh became arrogant, and the people complained to the goddess Aruru. Aruru created Enkidu to contend with the king. Enkidu lived like a wild animal and had no contact with civilization. He eventually entered Uruk and challenged Gilgamesh to a wrestling match, and lost. Enkidu and Gilgamesh became friends and embarked on a quest to kill the guardian of the forest, Humbaba. Enkidu and Gilgamesh traveled to Humbaba's lair. Enkidu, expressing his concern, says,
Gilgamesh, you do not know this monster, and that is why you do not fear. I know him, and I am terrified. His teeth are dragon's fangs. His composure is like a lion. His charge is the rushing of a flood. I will return to the city and tell your mom about the glory of our deeds, till she shouts for joy. And then I will tell her the death that followed till she weeps for bitterness.
Gilgamesh replied, I will not die, and we will fight together. If your heart is fearful, throw away your fear. If there is terror, throw away your terror. Take your axe in hand and attack. He who leaves a fight unfinished is not at peace.
Enkidu and Gilgamesh have reached Humbaba's lair. Humbaba has appeared from his cedar house. Enkidu says,
Gilgamesh, remember your boast in Uruk. Forward, attack, son of Uruk. There is nothing to fear.
Gilgamesh, invigorated by his friend's words, answered,
Make haste. Close in. If Humbaba escapes into the woods, he will have vanished. He has put on the first of his 7 splendors, but not yet the other 6. Let us trap him before he is armed.
Humbaba rears his head, menacing Gilgamesh, and at Gilgamesh he stared with his eye, the eye of death. Gilgamesh calls to Shamash.
O glorious Shamash, I have followed the road you commanded, but now, if you send no relief, how shall I escape?
Shamash heard the prayer and called upon the great wind, the north wind, the whirlwind, the storm and icy wind, the tempest and the scorching wind. Like a scorching fire, the 8 winds rose up against Humbaba, immobilizing him. Gilgamesh calls out,
By the life of Ninsun, my mother, and the divine Lugabanda, my father, in the country of living in this land I have discovered your dwelling. My weak arms and small weapons I have brought to this land against you, and now I will enter your house.
Gilgamesh felled 7 cedars. As each one fell, Humbaba loosed flames at Gilgamesh and Enkidu, but they continued on until they reached Humbaba. Humbaba, admitting defeat, asked Gilgamesh for forgiveness, saying, Gilgamesh, let me speak. I have never known a mother, no nor father, who took care of me. I was born of the mountain. He took care of me, and Enlil made me the keeper of this forest. Let me go free, Gilgamesh, and I will be your servant. You shall be my lord. All the trees of the forest that tended on the mountain shall be yours. I will cut them down and build you a palace. Gilgamesh liked this idea, but Enkidu spoke out.
The strongest of men will fall to fate if he has no judgment. Natar, the evil fate that knows no distinction between men, will devour him. Humbaba will bar the mountain road against you and make the pathways impassable.
Humbaba said, Enkidu, what you say is evil. You, in envy and fear of rival, you have spoken. But Gilgamesh does not listen to Humbaba, but instead listens to his friend. He attacks Humbaba with a thrust of his sword to his throat. And Enkidu struck the second blow with his axe, and on the third blow, Humbaba was dead.